How's it going, everyone? Today we're getting back into the Pacific. This is the last episode. This series has been just so brutal, so devastating, so heartbreaking, but so well made. I'm really happy that I've had this experience and I've learned so much about the war through this series and from you guys. Watching this with you all has been just fantastic. I've really appreciated all of your comments and all the info that you've shared with me on both series. Last episode was particularly devastating in a lot of ways, and I'm very curious to see what we cover in this episode. And I should mention that I'm very curious about Masters of the Air, which is the third companion series to this, which I believe was just made a few years ago. I'm interested to know if you're interested in me watching it and watching it with me. If I were to do reactions to that series, would you be interested in watching them? Definitely let me know. I'm interested in myself, but it's always good to know from you guys whether you are interested or not. But let's go ahead and jump into the last episode of The Pacific. If you enjoy full-length reactions and want early access, then feel free to check out my Patreon. Everything that I watch gets posted there first and in full watch-along format before it comes to YouTube. So if you're interested in that, then feel free to check that out.
We heard it and they flooded the streets and they were hollering and dancing, and it was the happiest day. It was the happiest day.
It's at the end of the war.
Not like you were when you went in. You've aged a whole lot.
You just kept thinking that you were going to wake up and find it was all a dream.
Growing up, my bedroom was next to my parents' bedroom, and I
Oh.
can remember many a night my father screaming, and then I would hear my mother's voice trying to calm him down.
It's a PTSD.
He tried to overcome what was bothering him, but it lasted his entire life.
Of course it did. Wow. August 15th. Wow. Going back to New York.
But Achilles still wept for thinking of his dear comrade, as he thought of all they had done together and all they had gone.
Lucky.
Hey, you're not listening to me.
Oh, no, sure we are.
Thought of all they had done together and all that they had gone through, both
On the fields of battle and the waves of the weary seas.
The Japs surrendered. The war's over.
After all this time, the war is completely over. There was a point in Band of Brothers where it was like, our part of the war is over, but the Pacific still is going on. And then the Pacific was over eventually, and they didn't have to go. But now it's like, it's over. It's over. For real. Oh, wow. Okay. We're back to Okinawa. It's a party here. This is certainly a change of pace.
You see that? Line of stars angling up.
Yep.
That's Snafu's Pekka. Hey, boy.
Got a nice little party going on down there, Lieutenant.
A victory party.
Lieutenant's having a good time.
Can't believe it's over, huh? What do you do now?
Go home, hopefully.
What do we do now? What an idiot.
Well, there it is. My first official act of peacetime.
Sledge has got a pipe. I wonder how he's feeling about it all being over with. What's it going to be like going home, going back to reality?
Nothing's changed. I thought the same thing when I got back. Funny. Here, you can keep the change. I ain't touching that. Might have jumped into Normandy, but at least I got some liberties in London and Paris. You gyrenes, you got nothing but jungle rot and malaria. Welcome home.
Okay, so he was in Europe. He recognizes how different the two were from each other. And I love that remark. Nothing's changed. Seems like the whole world has changed, but this is the same.
Some warning of a phone call or a telegram or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll get this stuff out of here first
I
thing.
don't know where we're going to put it all.
Well, half this junk we can throw away.
It's not what you said when we lugged it all up here.
Let's give him a moment.
His parents just feel kind of hopeless to me. They don't understand at all what he's been through. Worrying about what we're going to do with all our stuff. Who gives a shit? Your son's home and he didn't die. Congratulations.
There you go. Thanks, Snap.
My pleasure. Hiya. I'm Mariel Shelton. How about I take you to the back of the train? You can show me your caboose.
Dude, how did you think that was going to go? I was about to say, it's so weird seeing him in civilized conversation, but he's not quite there yet.
This entire division didn't do that plus 6 months horse shit we did.
They got home a week after VJ Day. Parades, pretty girls. 1946, the party's all over.
Oh, so they were still over there for 6 more months.
First, I gotta get Florence home.
Wait, Florence from Melbourne?
You shipping her all the way over here. This the first we hear about it?
Wow. So he did find love in Australia, enough so to bring her over here.
What about you, Sledgehammer?
I'm just hoping this Florence girl comes to her senses.
It's not quite an answer to the question.
No job, no girl, no plans.
I'm gonna get that girl.
Leave her alone.
You boys watch.
You've been saying that about every girl since San Diego.
Don't be a creep, Snafu. Oh, I wasn't sure if we'd get to see more of her. I'm so sad John isn't here, getting to experience the end of the war. He deserves it so much.
I'm Lena. I recognize you from the photos Johnny sent.
She does know about her.
Well, come in.
This is your daughter-in-law. Nice to meet you.
Heard so much about you. Last time I saw him in Honolulu, he couldn't stop talking about you.
It's crazy how none of them ever got to meet her while they were still together, while he was still alive.
You have a very nice home.
Mom seems really unsure about this whole thing.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm not here for...
John's insurance money is gonna help you out, right, Lena?
He never signed the papers.
He never signed? That's $10,000.
Oh, he never signed the to make sure your family gets this $10,000 papers.
I saw his grave on Iwo.
Oh, he was buried on Iwo Jima?
You sure about that coffee? Maybe something stiffer.
Oh, he's trying so hard just to try and make her feel comfortable.
I thought you should have this.
Oh, it's his medal. He gave it to her. And 4 people that loved him more than anything. Oh. Yeah, his mom's just devastated. Just so sad that he's gone. Wonder if seeing her just made her just rethink about it over again. This woman that he came to love. That was a really beautiful moment. I especially loved his brother. Just really just trying to make her feel welcome in any way he could.
There's my little brother.
Good. Good, Texas.
No sign of Florence.
Melbourne's a hell of a long way, Bergie.
Yeah, it is.
Florence a while to get from Australia to here.
I hope it works out for him.
Thanks for doing all you did to keep us from getting our full head shot off.
You're good Marines.
It's just us now. Must be weird to say goodbye after all of this time. Will they ever see each other again? It's Robert. They know him.
We're almighty proud of you. Proud of all you soldiers.
I was a Marine.
There's a difference.
Guessing you're here for a job.
That's why they made you the editor.
I was wondering, is he at a job interview?
Cover local sports.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. This is where he was working before. That's why.
That guy you got writing the column right now. He's got no snap, no style. You need to send him to Obits and give me his desk.
I do.
Today's good.
Today.
Bergen Catholic plays Don Bosco Prep this afternoon. I better get going.
He's hired himself.
Shouldn't we talk about salary?
$10 a week raise will do it.
I will give you 7.
I'd have taken 5.
Well, that's how you negotiate. Just walked right in and got himself a job. Going back to writing, reunited with his typewriter that he couldn't bring with him. Is that Vera? I was just thinking I'd be interested in seeing him and Vera reconnect. I mean, he sent Vera all those letters. Did she read all of them? Did she keep all of them? Did she even write back? We only ever saw him writing to her. Did she ever write back?
You are spying on Vera Keller. She never gave you the time of day. And she's dating an officer.
Gee, thanks, Mom.
With this mess. Your dress blues. You've never even worn them.
Never had the occasion.
I think you would have looked nice in them.
Thanks, Mom. Such an interesting relationship. I wonder how strange it must feel to be living with his parents again right now. Their personalities are just so... they're kind of clashing a bit.
Watch your wallet. How did you watch it? This is New Orleans.
Oh, that's where he's from. Okay. Say goodbye. Wake him up and say goodbye. No. After everything we've been through, man. Come on. That just made me so sad. I mean, it was very snafu. It really was. Oh, wow. He put on his dress blues to go say hi to Vera. It's a different look, that's for sure. Got gloves and everything.
I'd like to speak to Vera, please.
And who shall I say is calling?
Robert Leckie, Mrs. Keller. I've lived across the street from you for the last 20 years.
You don't recognize me? I mean, I've been away for a few years, but...
Let me just see if she can come to the door.
Let the man shoot a shot. The worst she can say is get the hell out of here, I guess. But I'm interested to see how this goes.
You're back.
I was afraid you wouldn't remember me either.
Oh, I remember you. Last time I saw you was in church right before you shipped out. You look well.
Okay, I'm thinking he'd never sent any of those letters to her.
I've been wondering if you would grant me the pleasure of taking you out.
I don't know why I thought he was actually sending those to her.
I have a date tonight. When the doorbell rang, I thought you were him.
Get the hell out of here, guy.
Well, there he is.
No, he's probably nice.
Nice car.
He's got a nice car. He's an officer.
Army, huh, Charlie? Where'd you serve?
I just graduated from West Point.
Lieutenant.
He just graduated.
Too bad you missed the whole show.
Maybe tomorrow night. What's going on here?
I just asked Vera if she'd like to have dinner.
Nice try. She's not interested.
Don't speak for her.
Actually, I don't have any plans for tomorrow night.
She was thinking the exact same thing. This guy really just speak for me.
Obviously, I've been wasting a lot of gasoline.
Okay, I take it back. He's not a nice guy. He's a highbrow douche from West Point. Go back to West Point.
Well, it looks like I am free for dinner tonight.
Okay. Well, that worked out nicely.
You're staring.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Where else is he supposed to look?
Actually, I'm not. 3 years ago, in a miserable part of the Pacific, I was laying in the mud dreaming about a moment like this with you.
You get right to it, don't you? You must have been through a lot.
Oh, you don't even know the half of it, lady.
So what's next?
I don't know. I didn't get that far. I think I don't know how to do this.
Bob, you're doing fine. This is fine. It's a start.
You know, I wrote you a lot of letters while I was over there.
You did? I didn't get any.
I never sent them.
Why?
I'm very curious about that, too. I really thought he was sending them.
I didn't think I was going to make it. So it didn't matter if I sent them or not.
Can I read them now?
I don't have them anymore. Rain on Cape Gloucester erased every word.
That fucking rain.
What were they like, these letters?
They sure were entertaining for all the other Marines. Learning to be just a normal human again. Going on dates, talking face to face with someone like that. Here we are in Alabama. And I'm still so sad that him and Snafu didn't get to say goodbye to each other. Although, like I said, that was a very Snafu type thing to do. Sid, where the hell have you been?
Good to see you, Eugene.
I thought he was going to come back at some point. I didn't realize that was permanent.
Let's whip the MacArthur bit. Hop out of the sailor.
Calms me down.
What do you remember about Mary Houston?
Well, like everybody else in Mobile, I was in love with Mary Houston.
That's too bad for you. She's marrying me.
Oh.
Sure she will.
Wow.
Marriage goes blind.
Well, I asked her. She said yes. So you're just going to have to deal with it, brother.
You're probably going to be the best man, man.
Well, what am I going to hear next? The Martians landed downtown or setting up a hotel?
I want you to be my best man.
See, there you go. Exactly.
If you think that I'm going to stand at the altar and lose Mary Houston to the likes of you...
Well, hell yes!
That's great. I love that. Sid came back here and found love.
Right here's fine.
We're a bit far away from the house itself.
See you later.
Welcome home, Eugene.
We can see each other whenever we want to now. I wonder if he sees that his friend has changed so much, sees it in his eyes, hears it in his voice. Just gonna walk right in. Doors open. The last time we saw him in here, he was so different. It was so long ago. That like straight, just like looking him in the eye, just makes me think back to that episode, yeah, where he talked about what it might be like for him to come back, just seeing him change in his eyes. God, this is so surreal. Having him here, back in this fancy house. The welcome back was so different from Leckie's welcome back. This home is so different from Leckie's home.
Souvenir.
that I brought back from Prague. Floating along the ground in this forest that me and my buddy Jack were...
There's his brother that was in Europe. Completely different experience. What can they do to help? I just found that image so breathtaking. Just... his father just sitting outside of his door listening. This must not feel real. I'm just watching it and it doesn't feel real. It feels like a dream.
I didn't get any sleep for the longest time. I still can't really. Give me your coffee.
It's a nice bonding moment between brothers. This family's one of the lucky ones. Both of their sons came back.
And just how did my little brother do during his time in the service?
There weren't any women in my corner of the Pacific.
Oh, is that what he was asking?
Only nurses, and they were off limits.
You went through the entire war and retained your virginity? Well, your lonely nights are numbered, Gene. Every single girl in Mobile is out to land a fighting man. You show up at that ball, decked out in your uniform, all the ripe fruit will fall off the tree.
I don't believe I will ever put on a uniform again. Ever.
Not a lick of sense in you.
I think that's fair enough. He's got more things on his mind than getting married. Maybe someday that'll change. Right now it is what it is. Maybe someday he'll change his mind, feel differently.
You're looking to register for classes, Mr. Sledge?
I'm thinking about it.
And did you attend any special schools while in the Marine Corps?
Just boot camp?
Did you do any accounting?
No, miss.
When would he have done that?
Any engineering, technical skills?
Had to handle explosives.
Isn't there anything the Marine Corps taught you that you can continue at Bantam Poly?
They taught me how to kill chaps. I got pretty damn good at it.
That's a loaded thing to say. Just a random civilian. Lost his cool there for a second. Or just thinking about, do you have any skills that they taught you? I mean, no. When would you have time for that? I don't know. God, I knew he would have such a hard time adjusting when he got back.
I saw you making a break for it. Drink fast. Mary catches us, she'll have me back inside dancing all night.
How did all this happen? I mean, look at us, Sid. I mean, what the hell are we doing here? Why did I end up back here when all those other fellas didn't?
Every guy back has thought that.
How could you not?
You just gotta pull yourself out of bed in the morning and get on with the day. You do that enough times in a row, you forget some things. For a while, anyway.
You get back in here and dance with a woman who loves you?
I'm coming, boss lady. Come on in. I'll wrangle you a partner.
No,
Someday I hope you don't say no, Eugene. For now, no is okay and understandable, but you gotta live your life. You have that question of like, why did I make it? Why am I alive? Why am I here? What you should be asking is, what do I do with my life now that I am here?
This railroad strike, it's crippled traffic across the country.
Room on the table, please. Well, how do they work?
The waves are collected by a receiver, shot through an electron gun onto a vacuum screen.
Always with the answers.
Wow.
It's called the cathode ray tube.
Those things heat up, you know.
Thank you.
I think the Army should take over the railroads. That'll teach them. Right, Bob?
I bet in 5 years, everyone's gonna want one.
Steel workers and electrical workers are also on.
You don't know the half of it.
We just won the war, and now they're holding us hostage.
We didn't fight for a bunch of greedy strikers.
You didn't fight.
What did we fight for? I mean, I thought it was to beat the Japs and Nazis.
I'm just saying, the country won't survive these strikes.
Too bad we didn't lose the war, then the Japs would have all these problems.
Bob, we all appreciate the sacrifice you made on our account.
You know what I fought for? Television.
As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Amen.
Those two seem to be really connecting. The way they just navigated that conversation together. As a unit, they were aligned. Like, she was aligned with him, helping him out, working with his dysfunctional family there. I think there's definitely something in that.
I thought we'd start at what's left that old fence down by the creek.
What are we doing? Is it wise to make Eugene hold a gun and have to deal with everything that comes with that?
Looking forward to this morning for a long time. Just the two of us and a grand morning. Eugene?
I'm sorry. I can't.
It's all right. You don't have to apologize to me, Eugene. I reckon the dove population's going to be mighty happy this morning.
So glad he at least has a very supportive father who'll hold him when he needs it.
Your brother's coming for supper this evening. Evidently, he's been named some kind of supervisor at the bank. I'm sure Edward could arrange a starting position for you.
I'm never gonna work in a bank, Mother.
You need to make a plan for the future.
My plan is to do nothing for a while.
How long is a while, Eugene?
Leave him alone, Mary Frank.
Mary Frank, you have no idea what men like him have been through.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Now go on. Let him be.
She's just being his mother, just trying to get him to move on with his life and be happy. She wants to see him happy. She wants to see him live his life. It is his father understands, and I'm, like I said, glad he has his father like that. And I think he deserves to take as long as he needs. Oh, we get to see the real life versions. Wow, you got a PhD in biology. Well, that's something. He married Vera and became a correspondent for the Associated Press. 40 books. He also died in 2001. Wow. Got more awards posthumously. Wow. Poor Lena. Oh, of course he didn't. Oh, that's amazing. I'm glad they reconnected. That's good to know. It's so snafu of him. Chesty Puller. I feel like I've heard a lot about him from the comments and stuff. He's legendary. Bergie married Florence. Hell yeah. Oh, that was him. That was him. Wow. A doctor. And that was Sid the whole time. And Sid lived until this was made. And they did the interviews with him and everything. What an interesting last episode that was. I mean, that really flew by for me. Just sitting here and watching that, seeing everything that they were going through just mentally and emotionally as they came back to the States. Seeing them all go spread out into their own separate lives. From where they started to where they are now, like coming back to the world, coming back to their real lives. It seems surreal. It seems otherworldly. It seems just like, how does this even happen? Just like Sledge was saying, like, how did we make it back? How did we make it back when so many don't? And when we were just seeing that last bit there, like seeing what happened after the war for all those guys. I was seeing like all of these children and grandchildren in their families and just thinking so many lives were affected by this war. I watched a video that someone recommended to me about the total loss of life in World War II and just how staggering the numbers were, how many millions of people died. And all I think about when I see the guys that get to go home, the guys that get to go home and live full lives and have full families and pass away decades later, it's like, it's not only the lives that were lost during the war that were affected, but in all the decades and decades following, not even decades, the entirety of all of time going into the future, the entire world as it moves forward has been affected by the loss of that many people, because that many people never got to go home. They never got to have these families. They never got to live these full lives and be a part of countless other people's lives. It's like the ripple effect of this war is still ringing out today in all of the lives lost and all of the potential lost. And honestly, I just think about that all the time now, just thinking about all of the things that were affected by this war happening, by just a small handful of countries trying to take over the world, doing awful, awful things and killing so many people. It's just amazing and terrifying, the kind of effect that can have on the world and on the future of the world. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed getting to see where everybody ended up. With Leckie, it was going back to his kind of dysfunctional family, a family with a mom and a dad who really don't know how to talk to him. I mean, he said earlier in the episodes to Stella and her family, last is least. And he is certainly treated that way. And even in that last dinner table, seeing them all together, them talking about, why did we fight this war for, like, have a railroad strike, blah, 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 blah. When they didn't fight a war, they didn't do anything. They were just here while Leckie was out there fighting the war, going through literal hell to make sure that the world could continue on. And I mean, yeah, all of these guys, I said it in Band of Brothers, but all of these guys are heroes. They saved the world. And going from saving the world, but like not feeling like that's what you're doing. Like, you don't feel like a hero, obviously. Like, that's the common thread among amongst all of these guys, amongst all of these veterans, is they don't feel like heroes. They don't feel special. They don't feel like, they feel like they're just another soldier or another Marine. They did what they were told. They went where they were told to go, and they did what they had to do. And they just kind of lived their lives on a day-to-day basis, going through hell to eventually end up here now. But they truly did save the world. And it's interesting seeing the reception they get when they come back. For Leckie, seeing him come home to his family's house was pretty anticlimactic. And then Vera was like having dates with this other guy. And I mean, eventually that ended up working out where he was able to go and talk to her and tell the other guy to kick rocks. And they were able to go to dinner, and now they got married. That's just amazing. I'm so glad to know that at the very beginning. That's like the very first thing we saw in the series was Leckie talking to Vera, and to see where they end up, and like the fact that they lived on for years and years later, had all these kids and grandkids and lived these full lives. Like, that's just fantastic. I'm so glad that he had Vera in the end, because they seemed like a good pair. And then Sledge on that train saying goodbye to Bergie, and then to Snafu not saying goodbye. That was really sad. I was really sad to see Snafu leave the train without saying a word. It was a very him thing to do in that scenario. I wouldn't really expect anything else. For a moment there, I thought he might go back and actually say bye, but he thought about it for a second and he decided to leave. And apparently he didn't talk to anyone for a long time. He has a very particular personality. I feel like he was portrayed so well by Rami Malek. What an interesting guy. What a complex guy. What a strange guy. I really loved his portrayal in this series. I thought that was great. I thought everything with him was just fantastic. But Sledge in particular, I mean, last episode we saw him reach a breaking point that in the moment it was like, how is he ever gonna, come back from this? How is he ever gonna get out of this hole that he's trapped in? And I mean, I don't know if he ever did, but at least he held on to his humanity in a lot of ways. He got to go home. He gets to be with his family, be with his parents. I really loved the relationship there between his father and him. That was really beautiful to see. I mean, you could see the care that his father had for him all the way back in the first couple episodes, but the way it played out here, especially when they went out hunting together, I guess, I feel like that was just a really bad idea. They shouldn't have been going out to do that in the first place. And to see him break down like that, I can't say enough good things about the actor for Sledge. He did such a great job throughout this entire thing, portraying such a naive, very eager kind of kid, very skinny and timid, but also not timid, but very, he really wanted to go out and be a Marine, but he just came across as kind of naive. But then to see him come to where he is now, where he's been through all of this hell, the actor did a great job portraying that all the way through the whole thing, through his whole arc, through his whole shift. The way he shifted gradually over all of the episodes was so amazing to watch. I mean, yeah, I can't say enough good things about the way the actor portrayed Sledge. The range of emotion there was great, and especially in this last episode, seeing him break down the way he did, compared and contrasted to how he was in the last episode, where he was yelling at the top of his lungs, totally losing control. And it was just such a great portrayal. And seeing him have his nightmares in the night and his parents kind of listening from his door. I feel like seeing Sledge and seeing Leckie and seeing Basilone, it's like those three are our main characters. It was a really interesting choice to follow these three main characters in particular. They're very different people. They led very different lives. They had similar experiences, but also kind of very different experiences in some aspects. So it was interesting getting to see all of the different sides of the Pacific through their eyes. And we can kind of, I feel like, infer from their experiences, from what we've seen of their experiences, to how it might have been for all the other Marines that experienced this. Because so many of them went through this, so many of them died, and far too few of them actually came back and got to go home. But ultimately, we can pull the experiences that we've learned from Leckie and from Sledge and from Basilone and apply them to all of the other Marines that took part in this. Those mental health issues that we saw Leckie go through, that going home and having to rejoin society like Basilone did, and then going back into the war and dying, and Sledge being so eager to go, wanting to sign up, wanting nothing more than to be a Marine and go join in, to becoming so desensitized to death, and not just death, but everything else that was going on, and not even just being desensitized, but also losing control of himself, losing himself in the process. We got to explore a whole gambit of emotions in this series, which I really, really appreciated a lot. And yeah, I just thought this was beautiful. So well done, so well made, so different from Band of Brothers. But honestly, I'm really glad that they decided to switch it up for this one. We followed these three kind of separate stories with these three main characters. This series was totally different because the Pacific theater was totally different from the European one. And I think the switch up between the two series was totally necessary to portray how different they were from each other. And yeah, I really enjoyed this a lot. I really hope that you enjoyed my reactions to this series, and let me know any and all thoughts you have on this episode or this series as a whole. I always appreciate your comments and all the information that you share with me. Let me know if you're interested in me watching Masters of the Air, if you'd be interested in watching reactions of that. I assume most of you have been through this whole series with me, possibly even through all the Band of Brothers with me as well. And yeah, I just really appreciate you being here. I'm so glad to have been able to watch this with you, and until next time, I will see you all in the next one.